because, like most people, often, throughout our awake parts of the day, we find that our lives are occupied by the activities and desires of the economy. However, many of us are unsure what an economy is, or we are unsure what an economy wants from our bodies. Often, throughout our awake time of day, if we are alert, we can see how the needs and hungers of the economy control our actions throughout our waking parts of the day. And, in our dreaming parts of the day, we try to understand the demands and wishes of the economy that occur without reason or without warning. This is a dream guide with your dream guide friend. And together, we will cope with the many ways the economy inserts itself into your dream life. Hopefully, by the end of this dream guide, once you understand the behavior of the economy, you may be able to prevent the economy from consuming you, like a small and maybe brown mouse, who is not aware they are an item, which in the eyes of the economy is made to be consumed. This is the economy dream. Now we begin the process of sleep, and to begin, we must focus on your breath. Inhale deep into your lungs, and let the breath push down into your belly. Push your belly into your lap. Push your lap to your knees, and your knees to your feet. Breathe in, and envision the raw materials of the world. Within this breath, your breath has scraped clean the forest, and drained the oceans, and leveled the mountains. You must hold this breath for a few seconds. Let your blood move the raw materials of the earth, and let the blood circulate the raw materials of the earth through your many organs, your many factories. Now exhale, and release all of the products of the world into the air around you. This is the first step in the economy dream. And you should begin to feel sleepy. Continue to focus on your breath, and inhale deep into your lungs, and let the breath push down into your belly. Push your belly into your lap. Push your lap to your knees, and your knees to your feet. Breathe in, and envision the products of the world. Within this breath, your breath has cleared the shelves of all of the box stores, and bid on all of the online auctions. Now, hold this breath for a few more seconds. Let your blood move the products of the earth, and let the blood circulate the products of the earth through your many organs, your many households. Now exhale, and release all of the trash created by the used and broken products of the world into the air around you. And now, remain breathing, because now, you are asleep and ready for another dream. You begin in a room with people. The type of people you never believed could exist. And in the room, it is a party of people, and with the party, you must play the game of conversation. And it is a game in which questions are asked, and questions are answered, and in the game of conversation, there is a chance that you will win. And during the game of conversation, people begin talking about the new behaviors of the economy. How the economy is squeezing. How its fangs are like hypodermic needles. How they are pointed and tubular, but possess many structures that are never present in other reptiles. How some were made by the heat inside the earth. At this point, you probably feel like saying, I am nothing like the economy. You feel the points of your teeth to make sure. You are sure your teeth feel nothing like the teeth of the economy. And so, you drop out of the game of conversation to walk outside and instead consider the buildings and people living within the buildings. And then, the plants grown from the seeds that were taken up into space. And then, you say a prayer for your enemies, so they might continue to succeed in being your enemies. That is how it is for everyone, when they wonder how any person finds their self in a room, or outside of a room. Any room, at any or all of the time. Dreams that occur often in rooms express a desire to spend more of your waking time outside. However, some people are house-trained at an early age, and dreams of rooms are actually scars from the experience of house training. If this is the case for you, any time spent outside in your awake life should be supervised by an outdoor acclimation professional. And now, you are outside of the room, and away from the party of people. But, like most people, money is still on your mind. And it is within the air, but not all of the air you breathe. And simultaneously, you spend and earn the money within your body, and it is confusing. And, do you see that? Is that your breath? How did it get there? Your breath floats before you, around outside, in the money. Which, it is green and made of leaves. And if it is the summer, then your breath is rich. And if it is the winter, then your breath is poor. At this moment, your breath is very rich. Your breath collects many leaves, and fills its pockets and mouth with leaves. Your breath is rich, and you want to be rich too, so you follow your breath beyond the green trees to an area of red trees. And, like most people, under the red trees, money is on your mind. And it is red, with red pandas printed on it, and the red pandas are in the red trees, and sleeping. In dreams, when the world turns red, it signals that you are open to new and strange fortunes, which are ready to flow from the waking world. In the dream world, you can see the strange fortunes just beneath the surface of the world, to remind you that all you need to do when you wake up is to create a bleeding wound and let the new and strange fortunes flow into your life. Now, you are in the city, but have lost your breath. Which is strange, because, even though there may not be money on the ground at the moment, we are alive in a city, and all cities are made with money. It will happen soon. While you search the ground for your breath, you find a love song. And it is obvious to you that in this city, the economy is based on leaving love songs on the ground. The more love songs you leave on the ground, the more you are free to be rich in the world, and to actually experience love. You pull a love song out of your pants pocket and pay the ground. Your love song is nothing special. It begins at a funeral. Your love was not being buried, but still was in attendance. This is also in your love song. Your love calls you on the phone and says, there is a funeral, not for anyone we know or loved. Your love says, there is a funeral, and I think we should meet there, because it is, in a formal way. A formal way in which our love might end. And, your love in the love song continues to explain on the phone before the funeral, that during the funeral invitation, that many times, when love ends, it usually ends without a funeral. In fact, your love continues to explain. Most people will continue to talk after the end of love, and not notice. So you and me, your love says, should attend a funeral. That way our love experiences a proper goodbye, before our love ends. Your love explains, I like the way of funerals, and the way of people, in mourning. After you leave your love song, on the ground, you feel richer. So you search your pockets, to find another love song. And you do. In this love song, your love is a genius, and able to communicate with any bird, through perching, and chirping, and through cages. Cages, with bars. Cages, without bars. Cages, with boundaries, only known to map makers, who do not inform people, or birds, about the boundaries, unless they purchase a map from the map makers. Your genius love becomes so proficient in communications with birds, many nations request the assistance of your love. And this benefits you, as whenever your love travels to a new nation, your love buys you a souvenir flag from the nation in which your love must visit, to provide assistance and communicate with the nation's birds. And your love provides you with 538 souvenir flags from the recognized and unrecognized nations of the earth, as well as 70 souvenir flags from the recognized and unrecognized nations under the earth. And because you are in a love song, you are duty-bound, by the rules of love songs, to equate the possession of souvenir flags as an indication of love, even though you would rather that your love stay within your home nation and not travel, and instead communicate with you, because on many levels within this love song, you feel like a bird. Because you are in this particular love song, you are also in an economy where souvenir flags are the only currency, and so in this particular love song, you are loved and rich, because you possess so many of the many flags of the world. Because you are in this particular love song, you would trade all of those many, many souvenir flags of the world, to spend more time with your love. After you leave this love song, on the ground, you feel richer. So you search your pockets, to find another love song, but this time you only find your breath. And you say, hello breath, how did you get there? But your breath does not reply. What does this part of your dream mean? To hold your breath, in a dream, can contain a multitude of meanings. Depending on the day of the week, it could mean something as simple as, maybe, you are spending too much time with children. Or, you are cleaning the floors of children too often. Such a feeling can manifest in unpredictable ways. Or depending on the day of the week, holding your breath could mean, you should examine how many years will pass before you begin using your daily planner to record events that make you angry throughout the day. Instead of using your daily planner to record events you would like to plan such a journal. A daily anger journal would make a perfect addition to any time capsule. You hold your breath close to your face to see if it is still alive, if it is still breathing. In a moment that is too quick to know if it is a moment, your breath falls out of your hand to the ground. And, do you see that? The snake hole in the ground? It is where your breath fell. Now, you must listen to the snake hole and determine if it is an ordinary snake hole, or if it is an economy hole, which is commonly referred to as a how. Place your ear near the hole. Is the hole humming and constant? Or is the hole howling and constant? Only you can determine this. Do you hear the many things out of sight? And, while you will hear the many things that are out of sight, but in your mind you will be able to see them, what do you hear coming from the hole? Sit with your thoughts now. If you see sports, do your best to ignore those images. Sports in the mind are the wrong place for sports, because sports are a dream you can exert within the waking world. Something is imbalanced if you are playing sports in your dreams. Sit with your thoughts again. Do you hear a few weeks down in the how? Of course you do. A few or many weeks will always find themselves lost down a snake hole or economy how. Much of this has to do with the fact that weeks think they are snakes. Months, for this matter, do as well. Many weeks will connect to form a larger week. Too many weeks, and a month is created. Months will connect to form a year. And it goes on. I myself have seen a few months slinking through soft grass near the farm of my youth. When I was growing in the field to become a vegetable child, the farmer could sell at market, because this was the way of my homeland. Look down now, and you will see weeks or months around your feet. They are acting like snakes and waiting to swallow small rodents whole. If you see a year acting like a snake, take a picture. This is something to show your friends, and may even help them understand the behavior of weeks. Snake-like things that try to eat the tails of other snake-like things. If you find you live in a town without a lot of mice, and it is a town with few stray cats, know that, more than likely, a lot of weeks have passed through. Because, when weeks run out of mice, they move to swallowing cats. Now, you must find your breath, if you wish to wake up from the economy dream. Place your mouth against the snake hole or economy how. Inhale deep into your lungs, and let the movement push out your belly, push out your belly onto the ground, and push out the love songs on the ground near your belly. If your breath does not jump into your mouth, inhale again. If your breath does jump into your mouth, hold your mouth closed. Let your breath find your lungs, and then share with your lungs the leaves and love songs that fill your breath's pockets. Let your lungs experience these economic indicators, and through your lungs, your blood will be able to share leaves and love songs with the rest of your body. The many organs and tissues of your body, the many banks and wallets of your body. When it feels like your every hair and every toe of your body has experienced these economies, you may wake up. This has been the Economy Dream with your Dream Guide friend. Dream guides are written and recorded by Chad Redden.